Welcome to the first episode of Let's Talk Life. Man, today what I got me with is
Devin,
Robbie,
Ruben.
And today, man, we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna start off. Devin, what you been on to, man? What you been doing?
nothing, man. I've been chilling, man.
Tell me something about you, though.
I don't even know, man. I just be chilling. I play football, you know. Ain't too much.
What's up, football player? What you, Robbie? What you got going on?
you know, I just got certified on the insurance adjusting. You put me on.
Yes, sir. Big dog.
You got my certificate not long before we started recording this. You know, I'm feeling good. Getting my fingerprints done next week. I'm going to be official by the time I know it. And then we're going to start making some adult money.
That's what I'm talking about. That's something I'm also adjusted to. Man, that course was so long for no reason. I kept telling you, bro. I told you, let me know when it gets to like when a dude is into a bitch or not a girl. I'm kidding. Okay. All right, when a dude told us a girl, that's what I told you. But yeah. Anyway, that course is long for no reason. But it's good to be at the end. I'm looking for this money. I'm gonna get a smooth $2,500 a week.
Wait, who put you on that?
My pops.
Oh,
That's what my dad do, and he be making some good money. Like that's like entry level, but like he be making like he talking about if he gets like some good jobs, like the hurricane that just happened in Florida.
The catastrophic events. The bigger
Like,
the claim, the bigger we get.
He talking about that's looking like 500,000 in 2 months. Boy.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that is before taxes, no flex and shit, but that is before taxes. But that's still some good money though. You can't even cut.
Yeah.
And you get to make your own schedule too. I mean, it's a good thing if you can find the right contracts.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a good move. He lucky put me on, and then I had to let the people know. I had to let the people know. Before we get into it, the first topic, what you been on, what you do?
I've just been chilling. I've been in school, saving money, not really doing much besides school. That's literally pretty much it.
School.
What you majoring in?
Business analytics. I just always been good with numbers, so I went with that. And I did my research, and it's an evolving field. It's really fast, so.
That's what's up, man. That's the thing I did struggle with, not to lie, of deciding whether or not I want to go to school or not. Like, I feel like it's so mainstream. You know, go to school, go to college, and all that, and like that's a guaranteed road for success. I feel like part of the reason I wanted to make this podcast is so that that's not always the plan. That's not got to be the go-to. That's not the only way you can make your own money. Like, it's a process, and you can go through the same work. It's not like a cheat code. It's like, oh, don't go to college now. Son, you just rich now. Now you Elon Musk. No, I feel like you put in the same amount of work in a different way, and that's just okay. I feel like there's not an issue with that. Like, there's not an issue with putting in your own work at a different way, doing something different than everybody else, because at the same time, you're not like anybody else. You're not the same person as everybody else is going to be. You're going to go through your own life, you go through your own life and path. So don't let it be like, oh, since I go to college, now I'm just going to be a failure for the rest of life. Because that's something I low-key on some real shit did struggle with for a second, because of like, I wasn't going to college to be like, I want to go major or something. I was like, I want to go to college just so I can go party, I can do this experiences. Like, when I thought of college, I thought of like, oh, a big fun time. And it was like, I'm looking at the prices, man.
Yeah.
Looking at the prices of college. I'm talking about, am I really finna go drop 40 bands for a party? To be a frat boy? No, I'm not doing none of that. So it's like, I just had to low-key be real with myself in a way of just like understanding that that's not what I want to do. And that's okay. It's okay to not want to go to college. It's okay. Because I feel like right now, it's like, oh, you're not going to college? Oh, he's a failure. Well, give him that nigga. Like, he ain't doing nothing. Or like, you don't go to a D1 school, now people going to try to, like, oh, he ain't doing nothing for his life now. No. Like, I feel like you understand the deeper level because you're an athlete. And like, people, what?
Nothing.
No, because like, people also be like, oh, I'm going to this schools, and I feel like you just lucky. You've been one of the headstrongest I know since day one. Because you always been on like grind time. I don't care what these people talking about. There's noise, but like you just like another form of it, of like showing like this is my own way. This is gonna be my own path, and I'm gonna get it regardless. That's what I respect about you, Lucky. That's why I look at like that's my dog. You know that shit.
All right, piggybacking off of that, I think what Michael said was, pretty well spoken because 4 months ago I thought I was gonna be in college as well, but my loan got denied, and I had to figure out a way to make money because I had my mindset I was gonna be a business finance major and go that route in my life, but just like that, my life changed, and I couldn't go to school no more or go to a school that I wanted to offer my major, so I had to make the decision with myself. What am I going to do? Because I think at the end of the day, if you have the right work ethic and the right motivation and the dedication needed, you can succeed in any field you want to, degree or not. So I think that it's kind of weird how it's set up that we have to drop some people's life savings to get a certificate to say you can do something when you have the skills to do it regardless of whether you have a paper to show it.
And on top of that, it's like you get the paper, and it's not even guaranteed success. Like, I know tons of people, there's tons of different stories of, like, becoming... I just don't want... One of my main fears was, like, I'm going to go through this, or I'm going to say I want to be an engineer, because just, like, I like just taking stuff apart, like, electronics and stuff, but then it's, like, I don't really mess with it like that to go do something and go spend, like, what? And let's be honest, like, some of the big-name schools, that's, like, the better chance of being, like, the paper and being something. Or somebody be like, oh, you would... Like, because even if you go to college, right? Go to Butler University, that's some good colleges. I mean, you got, like, Notre Dame and all that. But then, like, you go to Mountain View. And it still costs money. Don't get me wrong. It still costs money. And then it's like, is there even a guarantee that you're going to be doing something big? And that's not saying you can't. But it's like, I feel like it's so pushed as the narrative, like, oh, go to college, get an office working job. And I feel like that's just the system. I don't like that. I don't feel like... I looked at myself and I was like, in 10 years, I don't want to be going to a job I hate, driving in a car that I don't love, just trying to do something because I know I got a family. Well, if I have a family. Yeah, I'm not have a family. Not yet. But, like, that's not something I want necessarily. And it'd be like, I don't want that to define me because of all the student loan debts and I have, and, like, this is what I gotta do now. I want to live my life because, like, this is what I love and this is what I'm gonna do now. Like, this is what I plan to do. So that's what been my whole goal. As like, that's been one of the motivation. I'm like, I can do anything. I'm gonna get it. I want it. Just get it.
Okay, so forking in the road a little bit. You're in college right now?
No, not yet. I go January 17th.
Okay, so as somebody who's been in college for you're in your junior year now?
Yeah.
How important do you think it is to understand that college isn't the only way to be successful? I mean, do you think that you're getting your money's worth of that you're putting into at the moment?
Tuition.
I think me personally, the way I see it is like obviously nowadays you don't need to go to school to be successful. People that go to college, I do see a lot of people just fucking around and just going to parties, just drinking. Like they don't take advantage of what they're actually paying for. I think it just really depends on the person though, because at the end of the day, like the cold hard truth is, if you go to a business and you apply for the job, they see one person has a degree and one person that doesn't, they're going to be more inclined to hire the person with the degree just because they have the degree, because they see the money behind the degree that they're putting the effort into, and because they know the hours that it takes to do that. Not to bash on people that don't have a degree, but I'm just saying, like, as a person of business, if you have to make a decision between two people, one that has a degree and one that doesn't, more than likely they're going to be inclined to go with the person that has a degree, just naturally. Obviously, there's other things like work experience, certificates, licenses, whatever. But just off rip, like just based off of that, at the very least, they're gonna be like, okay, this guy has a degree, this guy doesn't. That's how I feel. Now, I'm not saying like if you don't have a degree, it's bad. Obviously, it's not. But I'm just saying that's just how it is. Cause like my uncle has a business and he generates $10-15 million a year, and when he hires people, a lot of the time he hires Mexicans that don't have education. They're most of them are immigrants, stuff like that. So he sees both sides of it, but at the end of the day, if he needs an accountant, he's not going to hire some guy that doesn't have a degree for accounting. But I think it just depends on the roles, the jobs. I think it depends on their work experience. It depends on what they actually do in college and like how they use their money they're paying tuition for. I think that's really all it comes down to.
Definitely.
Okay. I also think that's very correct. I'm not shitting on all degrees or anything, but I feel as if you shouldn't waste your money like for example, UNT could cost you $30K easily for a year. And the thing is, if you don't know what you want to do, or if you don't have a thing you need to go to college for, like for example, you have to go to college to be an accountant. You have to go to college to get a medical or anything of that nature. Or if you're just going there to have like a liberal arts degree, or if you're not really sure or comfortable in what you're going into, I don't think it's really necessarily worth it. And I think there's a lot of stigma that, well, you can figure it out during college. I mean, how many times have you heard a teacher say, I've changed my degrees 4, 5, 6 times while I was in college, and they're still ending up as a teacher. So I think, and they're still in a lot of debt. So I think that is kind of misinformation in the culture we're kind of surrounding with. Okay, you're about to go into college, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think hearing people tell you that you don't need to go to college, or you don't necessarily need a full degree, do you think that you as a person think more about, do I really need to go to college, or are you still pretty adamant that you want to go?
Great question. That's a good question.
I don't know. That was a bad question.
Because you can hear stories about, college did me well, college did me bad. So how do you interpret that as somebody who's looking forward and anticipating to go to college into relatively soon?
Honestly, like if I wasn't playing football, I would not be going to college.
Okay, so you're doing it for sports.
Yeah, but nothing wrong with going to college. You know, some people, they just do it for the experience. Like a lot of people that I know, they just going to college for like parties. You know, if they're not an athlete, they're going for like the parties or frat, whatever they want to do.
Don't be wrong, you be athletes too.
Yeah,
some athletes too.
Yeah. But you know, I don't know, man. Like, you know, college is, I don't know. Some people, they've been looking forward to going to college for years. You know, but some people, like, they got to go, like, to be a I don't know what job. To be a doctor. They have to go.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the my fault.
You good.
But yeah, I feel like that's the thing too about it though. There's no issue with that. I have no issue with college. I have no beef with college. No. I have the people informing me about college. It's like, oh, you want to college? It's like that's like the go-to. It's like in school system. I feel like that's pushed to like a certain degree.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like, especially within the school I went to, I think that a whole class devoted to just college students and making it the point if you're in the top 10%, college is like basically your best option. I think that's baloney. I mean, if you're a top 10% kid, that's in reality, we had 1,000 kids there. Exactly. You're a good work ethic kid, and I think if you apply yourself to, let's say, a real estate license, an insurance adjusting license, any trade, electrician, you can work your way up very quick. It all depends on the individual. And I saw quite a few people in the top 10% saying, I know I have the skills to be in college, but I don't know what I necessarily want to do, but I can get into a good college. I mean, we haven't let it develop yet. We've only been in not even a semester yet, my class. But I think further down the line, people in the top 10% are going to these schools are going to soon realize they're spending a lot of money. And they might be getting a good education, but they're not truly happy. They're not truly happy with it, and they think that they might enjoy doing something else, and they might have more drive, which will make them more money in the end. And if you love doing something, chances are you can put a lot more effort into a job that pays good, but you're going to do the minimal effort to get that salary. You know what I'm saying? You'll push past your limits.
To like jumpstart off of that though, it's like I have a brother in college, like Terrence. But yeah, so I feel like I've seen him go through college and switch his major. I feel like there's nothing wrong with switching your major. You know that? I just feel like for me to him, and that's the reason why I feel like one of the reasons why we so close to this, because like he saw I used to be a sports journalist, but then I didn't really mess with it, so I got away from that. And like one of the things I had to learn, especially as I get older, he had to learn to connect with me in a different way, and not necessarily connecting me with football, but connecting me with like what I like to do. So like he played the game too, and I played the game too. So like it was like, okay, we're gonna play this game together, and like not just saying, oh, we get the ball and play football. I remember you especially remember Daniel days. We used to have the whole neighborhood like in front playing basketball, running games till the streetlights come on, and taking everybody back to the house, or like run up there with Buddy and all them. Like yeah, we connected in that, but then he also learned to connect. Like that's not what I really want to do. So instead of like just being like, oh, he don't want to do, he'll lost cause. He connected with me in a different way. And I feel like that's what we gotta do to like the new generations, because like I feel like the only way they're trying to connect with us right now is with college. Yeah. But like that's not the only way. That's not the only path. and I feel like they're trying to jam anybody into like this college way, and like the path is like. I feel like some of the paths are getting blocked up, and like we're finding a new path. We have to make different ways, and I feel like we have to introduce that into like the new generation.
Social media too.
It's
I mean, social media is telling you if you're not going to college, you can do it to buy their course and stuff like that. I mean, how many times have you been scrolling on TikTok and you see a course of some guy trying to tell you he can help you do Forex and stuff like that. So I think that's also kind of
scammers.
I think it's making our youth conflicted on whether college is good or not. But they're kind of like tunnel visioned on the few options that are shown across social media. But there's really so much things you can do. I mean,
so much more, especially with social media in general.
Yeah,
like social media was a giant platform. It's our platform right now. It's like YouTube, music, gaming. It's like so many different tabs.
Or even doing the software for and coding for. I mean,
exactly.
All those fields regarding cybersecurity, cyber anything. You don't even have to go to college to do any of that. That's a misconception as well. If you want to do cybersecurity, you can do it your own self. You can be a freelance worker or anything. And a lot of people are struggling with deciding things because only a few small things that is very competitive and very saturated at the moment are being pushed in their throats. And if they're thinking they're not going to do that, they just think they're going to be a bum on the street. But that's not the case.
Exactly. Like, especially when we hear us say that and like talking about college. Like, back to you, it's like, how do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel going through college? It seems like there's many different paths, but what made you choose that I want to go to college? So, like, what made you finally decide that, like, that's what I want to do, and that's what I need to do?
Well, for me personally, it's going to be different than other people, but the way I see it for me was my dad and my mom came from Mexico with literally no money to their name, not knowing how to speak English. They didn't know what they were going to do for work. Like, literally, they were living off of cookies and soda for, like, 2 months straight with no money. Yeah. And my uncle and my dad, they just kind of just said, like, oh, we're just going to figure it out. And they created a business. And for them to be immigrants and do that, the way I see it, it's like disrespectful to not set a standard in the family, like, further on. Like, I have to go get my education. I have to be official because... coming from immigrant parents, the only dream they have for their kids is for your kids to be licensed, to be official, to be educated, and to just have a family and just live life and make money and just take care of your people. And for me, it's like, it's kind of disrespectful to go to college and just mess around and go to parties and use the money for something dumb when your dad is slaving, like doing labor every day or going to business meetings every day, like going out of state every day. It's like, it's almost disrespectful to just mess around in college and just not at least set a good standard for people in your family. Like me, my brother, I know he probably looks up to me, and I want to get my education so that he can go for his too. And at the very least, he'll have to sort of apply himself whether he likes it or not, because then it's like he kind of has to, because he saw me do it. The family did it. They did it with absolutely nothing. Like, it's an opportunity for me, so that's the way I see it.
Do you ever feel like that's too much though? Do you ever feel like it's like an unfair, like, weight that you carry on your shoulders of having to be successful because like your parents? Or do you feel like, cause I see some people see it as like it's a weight that they can bear, and like, but some people feel like it's too much weight. Like, it's like, I got 2 doctor parents. One's a neuroscience, one's a neurology scientist, and one's like an anesthesiologist. Not my parents personally, but.
And then do you feel like they gotta be a
like,
doctor?
Now I gotta be a doctor now. Now I gotta be the good doctor from the show. And it's like, you don't gotta be that person. Do you feel like they put too much onto you?
Nah, me, I've always been good with dealing with shit like that. To me, it's a weight on my shoulders, but it's not a bad weight. Like, it's not something that I'm holding that it's like I don't want to do this. Like, it's actually something I want to do. Like, ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to do things like that.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends on the person, and I think it depends on what they want to do. Like, if I didn't want to be a person involved in business, and I wanted to, I don't know, be a photographer and like do something other than just numbers and like running a business or whatever, it'd be a different sort of business. But since I like what I'm applying myself to, then it's no problem. Like, it's a way I carry, but it's like, it is what it is.
It's a way you carry willingly.
Yeah, it's just like, it is what it is.
Okay.
And I like carrying that weight.
Like, it's like motivation?
Yeah.
That's what,
It like inspires me to just like whenever I got an assignment in school, like I'm not gonna lie, college is hard. It's not easy. Like, everybody I see, I just think of them as a different breed. Like, everybody in there, especially like the computer science majors, like doing physics work every day and shit, like it's bad. And I see a lot of people get depressed and stuff. Even one of our close friends, Josiah, he barely went, and Cedric too. They barely went, and they're already like saying like it's bad. Like they went to parties and they're just like, yeah, it's getting kind of sad now and stuff. But it's just like, I don't know. I think it just depends.
That's that college high. I feel like you get high on college, like, oh, new environment, no parents, whatever I want.
They don't realize what they're actually putting themselves in.
And now I'm in a situation where they have to do it themselves instead of having their parent. Oh, let me see the Skyward. Oh, let me log into that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
Like, now you gonna say, oh, let me see my Skyward. Hey, bro, I gotta miss this party. But like, some people not used to having to say no to themselves, and they used to have somebody else say no to them. Now they can't do it on their own. But I feel like my parents were very good with that. They were a little strict at sometimes, but I feel like strict in the right areas, in the way of like making it. They were loose in areas too, where it was like some people might say, "Oh no, your parents just let you do that." But I feel like academic hour, Monday through Friday, I have to do academic hour every single day without a heartbeat. Get home at 4:30. I'm supposed to be at that table, academicing it up. Even if I got no homework, no nothing, study. And I was like, bro, like.
Yeah, they were.
I know my homeboys on the game right now. I'm trying to slide on the game. I'm trying to play some Fortnite or something. But no, it's like they were studious enough. So it's like
they were putting pressure on you, but in a good way.
In a good way. It wasn't a way of like overbearing. Like, oh, I hate my parents. It was like I hate them, but I love them. It's a love-hate relationship. I feel like that was the definition of it right there.
Like you probably saw it as something like at the time. You probably saw it as something like, damn, like why can't I just chill? But then in the long run, you saw what they were trying to do. Like, they have good intentions for you.
I'm definitely giving my kids academic hour. Like,
yeah, 100%. Exactly.
Because, like, it's, like, everything's always, it's all perspective. Like, for my parents, it's like, oh, I'm putting this time in now so they can be on grind time, so they know how to manage the time. So they know, okay, I got to separate a small portion of my day for, like, the stuff I got to do. Work hard, play hard. But, like, the time is, like, you got to put in the time to work. Some people just see work and play, and it's like, oh, I get the work done part later. No, because like once you give yourself an incentive to do it, like okay, I finish this job, then I can know for sure I can move on to play. Because it's like you just constantly on some like playful, and that's what some people drop out of college. And I feel like I'm not gonna be that sort of person. Because that's not what I want to do, and two is like I'm probably gonna put away that work, and it's like that's something I don't need that environment for me. I'm not gonna thrive in that environment. That's not gonna be an environment I'm gonna be successful in, and that's what I gotta be in life. So I have to take that choice for myself. To now and go. I feel like, yeah.
Okay, for y'all two who are going to college, how important was your parents' either pushback or support for y'all getting there and making that decision? Because I've heard two narratives personally. I've heard the narrative of you're just gonna get into debt and say F it. I mean, you only live once. And I've also heard the narrative, evaluate your risk. Look at, is my major gonna help me pay off my debt in the future, and how long is that gonna take? Because debt's a serious thing. That credit score matter. I know you have to get in debt to make a credit score go up. And I know you have to have a loan or something out to get that credit score up. But if you looking to invest in the future and your credit score is a clean 500, you're not going to get that loan that you need. You're not going to get that loan to get that duplex you want. Or if you have bigger aspirations than that, you're not going to be able to do it. So have you evaluated the risk, or have you just said you only live once and whatever happens, happens, Hakuna Matata?
Me personally, it is like a big risk, but I look at the risk versus reward.
Okay, yeah.
Like I know, like yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with some debt, but I know in the long run, I'm gonna get everything that I like. I'm gonna achieve all my goals. Yeah. But you know, it's like a little bit of debt, but
it's like a down payment for the future.
Yeah, like this is
you're
something
investing
that you
in yourself.
gotta do.
You see it as an investment into yourself.
That's what I respect about people going to college too. Like they're like going to college is like I bet on myself completely. And some people don't understand that. But I feel like y'all seem like y'all understand what y'all doing. Like when I'm going to college, I'm betting on me. I'm betting on Devin. I'm betting on Ruben to come out of this like the storm and like this pain and all that and become like the best person to be. So I can use that debt to push forward. Like it's like getting a loan on a car. Or getting a loan on a house, or getting a loan like a business loan. You're taking that debt out, and now you're gonna start your own stuff, and now you're gonna pay for that. But then you're gonna go past that. You're not just gonna pay for that, break even. You're gonna go past and make yourself even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. So what do you see it as?
For me, it's obviously an investment, but I'm fortunate enough to have a scholarship because I was top 10%. So I'm not paying the full whatever tuition it is. I only pay a certain amount.
Okay,
but
and it's manageable for you.
Yeah.
So you don't have any loans?
Yeah, no, I don't have any loans.
That's really good. That's really good.
That's why it was an opportunity for me, and even then, like, I'm not at Harvard or something, but it's just an opportunity I took.
Okay, piggybacking off what you just said, if it would have been more than what you're paying now, would you have taken the risk and still invested yourself?
Yeah. After UNT. But after experiencing it, and after seeing the work, and like after seeing like the way I do my work and the way I study and stuff, like I know I can do it even if I paid more. It's a risk I'm willing to take now because now I have the knowledge of knowing I'm actually able to do it. But like before, if you asked me that question, I don't know.
It's an investment in yourself.
Yeah.
That was the thing for me as well. Financially, I didn't get any scholarships. So I was gonna have to pay the full, I think $28,000 or whatever. So it was pretty hefty, and I went to apply for loans, and loans were given to me, but they were through my parents and through myself. I was gonna have to take a loan out in my name, as well as my parents, and they weren't even subsidized or whatever. Meaning I would have to pay while I was still in college. I wouldn't even get to see my full benefit of it play out. Maybe have a job lined up, work, study, whatever. That would have been out of pocket money. And when I looked at the risk to reward, I mean, I knew I would have done well in school, and I know I would have figured something out. But to me, I knew there was other paths out there. I knew I was passionate about the degree, but I also knew that I just had to turn a new leaf. I had to realize I can do it, but is it really worth it? Is that debt really worth it? I know I want to invest young so I can see my portfolio go up as I grow older. So I had to take that risk and assess it and realize that you've already had bringing up the adjusting course to me, and I knew I could have gotten a real estate license or anything like that.
Day. Like I remember, like we just sitting there, and he just told me that like, hey man, my mom got denied, and I'm just like, kind of. I was like, he was talking about going to UNT so much, like he was like,
yeah, I had gone all the way to the orientation. I was in the books. Bro. I was processed. I had my schedule lined up. I for sure was going to UNT. And when I got the rejection notice from the federal student aid, I had to realize real quick that dream ain't gonna be reality. And I was upset. I got a little slump, but I had soon realized. I mean, I can't just sit here in my room being depressed about something I can't control that much. I'm gonna have to put in the work somewhere else. I mean, I was gonna put in work regardless. It's just not where I wanted it to. And now that I'm hearing stories from my even close friends saying that college is, and maybe it's not all that like they show in the movies or like that.
It's not a movie.
It's not a movie.
Life is not a movie.
It's still hard work, and you're still gonna be in uncomfortable situations regardless.
You should tackle that.
And I was gonna miss the social aspect, but I knew once I started getting my money up and started making wiser decisions, I was gonna be in the same position as them 4 years on the road, if not ahead of them, ahead of the race. So.
And while we're talking about college, me personally, I'm in a relationship. I got a girl.
Oh snap! You didn't tell me this.
You already know. I told you this a while ago.
Damn.
But
Yep,
I'm in a relationship, and you know how it is with, how people be like, don't have a relationship in college. That's a red flag. Yeah. So,
that's a struggle.
I just wanted to what do y'all think about it? Like, do you think?
Don't you got a girlfriend, right?
Nah, not anymore.
Oh, really?
Not since I got to college.
You cut it up because of college?
Well, no. It was, we dated my freshman year, and then she went to college, and then she just kind of.
Wait, hold on. She was a senior. Were you a freshman?
Yeah, in college. You good? What's
all right.
saying?
So you're talking about your girl?
Oh yeah.
How y'all broke up?
Okay, so this.
Wait, hold on. Let me. All right, now go.
Okay, so this is what happened. We started dating when I had just graduated high school, but COVID messed everything up. So it was an off-brand graduation, whatever.
COVID year.
It was COVID year, and then my freshman year in college, it was still COVID. So I was living on campus, but it was like trash because everything was shut down. But I was dating her. She was a senior, but it was online, whatever.
Wait. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
So we were fine. Everything
It just clicked in my head. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Everything was online, so it was fine. Like we had all the time in the world. We were hanging out all the time, whatever. And then my sophomore year, her freshman year in college. So she was a freshman in college. I was a sophomore in college.
Yeah.
It was cool at first, and then I don't know. I think like she had stuff with her family going on. I'm not gonna say what. It's not my business.
All right. For sure.
She started school. I guess she was just like you guys said. Like I guess she expected a different lifestyle. I think she expected parties and having fun and like the schoolwork being easy. And then I think she just got stressed. And then it is what it is. She kind of just ended up falling off.
That's my thing. I feel like my relationship ended right before she went to college too, and like I feel like I don't understand exactly why we broke up 100%. I feel like she wanted something and she wanted something to be stable before she left. And in my head, I thought we were stable, but
exactly. That's what I thought too.
It's like I understand now. It's like you gotta do you, bro. Like, I can't. You can't put yourself into 100% of somebody else because like that's not. Yes, there's somebody else you love, but you also gotta focus on yourself too, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be you at the end. It's like when you die alone. Not alone in the sense of like, if I die right here, there's people right here, obviously, but like you're going up there, are you taking your own trip? You're driving your own way up there, hopefully up there, but you just gotta focus on you in a way, and I feel like that's been beneficial for me. I like when I start this podcast, when I become a claims adjuster. Because you have to understand that like it's gonna be your trip that you're taking by yourself. Yeah. And like especially relationships, man.
It's like if you're not in the relationship, then there is no relationship. Like if you yourself aren't good, then they're not gonna be good, and you're not gonna be good.
I didn't believe that long. Like for a while, I didn't know like what it meant to actually be good in a mental headspace in a way. So I just kind of rushed into one, and then like in the relationship, I was kind of learning what it means to be good and not to be good. And I feel like I was adjusting to that, but like in a relationship, if I would have set off that way, it could have like went a whole different way. We could have broke up earlier, could have broke up later, whatever. The point is, you just have to make sure that you're good as yourself and that you're moving on your own time and not somebody else's. And now that's not saying that don't be considerate to your girlfriend. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying be considerate to yourself as long as your girlfriend. Or
like you put yourself first.
No shame, big dog. No shame. But I don't know topic, man. What's your biggest goal? What's your biggest goal? My biggest goal, be successful, man. Be successful. But on a real note, it's more of like I want to become rich in a way that I can provide for my family. Like if there's some, hey Uncle Mike or hey cousin Mike, I'm trying to go to Harvard. I ain't got the tuition. I expect you to pay everything. Even if I probably could pay everything. Hopefully at that point. But I don't know if you can pay everything, but anything you can do to help pitch in, I got you. Thank you for asking what you're doing, what you're majoring. Is your hair straight? Like, is this really what you want to do? I can pay for it for you. But like, I'm expecting you to take this and move somewhere. I don't feel like, don't be like, oh, I got this money now, and I can go bullshit with this money. No, that's not gonna get down. But I just want to be able to be there for my family, like, and be there for myself in a way. I don't want it to be like, oh, I can't get that, or I can't get it because I have insufficient funds in my bank account. Like, that's not what I want. I want to be able, anything I want to be able to get. But also with that, I want to be mentally mature enough to know that anything, just because I can get it, doesn't mean I need it. To understand my needs and wants. That's why I feel like that's my definition of success. Having needs and having wants and having that balance, but having to be able to get what you want and also do what you need at a healthy rate. What about you? What's your biggest goal, bro?
Me, you know my goal, obviously. Well, I'm trying to go to the NFL. That's my goal.
What position?
Simple as that. Playing linebacker.
Which one?
What you mean? All of them. Outside, inside. Yeah, that's my goal.
What team you looking at?
What's your dream team?
Probably the Cowboys.
Trash.
I'm not even a Cowboy
I knew
fan.
you were gonna say something about Cowboys.
But I
someone told me either Giants or Cowboys, and I just knew
around the Cowboys player. You already didn't get that hype off of it. I mean,
yeah, bro.
Everybody, it's either you hate them or love them. And that's the thing about them. They got the market.
Exactly. Yeah, I just like.
I'm gonna play.
I
For
like
Little
Texas.
League.
I like Dallas area. So
I'm gonna play for Little League before I play for the Cowboys.
nah, man.
Nah.
Tripping.
What about you?
Okay, I think my biggest goal in life is a life of meaning, and I mean that in the sense that in my life,
Rob out today.
That's what I was gonna say too.
a life of meaning, because I feel like in my life, for example, I think people value their happiness more than living a meaningful life.
Yeah.
So, for example, my mom and my dad are no longer together because my dad valued his happiness over a meaningful life. I mean, it was a struggle for my sisters, my mom, my family and friends, and it was a struggle for all of us, and we got through it. But seeing how it affected my sisters mentally and relationships, and it really changes a lot of aspects of your life. I knew I wouldn't want that for my kids or my wife or anything like that. So I definitely want to live a life of meaning to the point where I can provide my kids with what they want and the attention, care, financially, whatever they need. And that's really my goal. I want to have a meaningful life, grandkids. I mean, I have a big family, but I'm not really connected with them. I mean, it's really my immediate family, some family friends, and my grandparents. That's really who I got with me since day one. And I see how my grandpa carries himself. He's a very, very big family man. Takes care of everyone and does it with care, because he wants to. It's not because he has to or needs to. It's because he genuinely cares and wants to do that. So I kind of want to carry on that charismatic lifestyle and live a meaningful life. Financial stability is also a goal, but overall, I want to live a life of meaning.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you?
What about you, Ruben? What's your?
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna say a life of meaning. I want to leave an impact to my closest people. I just want to have I want to have an impact on people, and I also want to I want to have enough respect on my name to where I walk into any building or I walk anywhere and people see me and they're like, oh, it's Ruben. He's really about that. He has the money. He cares about his family. He takes care of people.
A respectable man.
Yeah, they know what it is. They know what timing I'm on. They know what I do. They gotta respect me, and that's it. I have what it takes to back it up.
In an awkward way, I kind of want to model my life in a way of a drug lord, bro. I'm Pablo Escobar. Listen.
I understand what you're trying to say,
it's a method to the madness, right? When you hear about Pablo Escobar, right?
With power.
He power, but you mess with the family.
Yeah.
You feed him to
I understand that. Okay, I understand that.
You feed him to the done. You take his kneecaps.
Yeah.
I wanted to be
they got
that's
respect
the
on you.
Newmans.
They got respect.
That's
on
the
you.
new. I don't you don't mess with the Newmans.
Not like a Rockefeller type style, but you want to a family neighborhood. That's the Newmans. They do well for themselves.
Respect them. Mm-hmm. You don't gotta like me. But I need that respect. I need you to respect me. Cause I'm not gonna say I gotta be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean I gotta go come try to beat you up or try to trash your stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't mess with you, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But I want you to respect that
healthy differences.
Exactly.
Still maintain a
I
respectful
don't mess
level.
with what he do, but I respect what he does for himself though. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. Pablo Escobar.
You walk in the building and people know what time you're on.
I'm not trying to get people scared of me. I don't want people to be scared. I want to be a personable person in a way. That makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
So I want people to be able to connect, but also I don't want nobody to be for them.
He ain't got it. Who cares?
Then again, I don't care in a way because I know I got it. My family know I got it. So it's it's I want to be I want to get a town. I want to buy a town, but everybody mess with me in a way. It's oh. Papi, in a way, yeah. She papi, my yo. Yeah. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what it means. I speak Spanish. I don't even know what it means.
No, hold on. This is gay shit.
I think it is some gay. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Cut. But
that sounds
good. Got another topic though.
Okay, what's good?
I got another topic, man. What's the most down bad or most cringe moment you had with a girl, bro, or you did for a girl?
Oh my goodness,
God, bro.
Man.
No filter, go.
I'm trying to think, bro.
Now you gotta think. You knew. You know.
I'm not. I don't know. I'm not that down bad though when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't go out of my way to do.
Okay. So you never.
I'm for real.
Okay, bro.
I would say my mom's down bad.
Casanova, my fault.
Nah, I'm just saying I just don't like.
Yeah.
That's cringy, but I don't know. Okay, well, is it down bad if you're in a relationship with her though? That's not down bad though, is it?
No, it's not down. You cut.
Nothing really. Not really.
You said that.
Probably buy flowers for somebody that like I'm not dating.
There's no story. There's no story behind it. That can give no context.
Okay, well I was talking to some girl for like a month. Actually, wait, no, hold on. It's not down bad though because I didn't do nothing.
What happened to the flowers? Did we just?
Yeah, but there's just flowers though.
What's
Okay. I was talking to this girl.
I need to hear the story.
Okay. I'll give you the story. I'll give you the story. This was recent too. I was talking to this girl for like a month, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to take her out on a date. We've known each other for a while. We've been talking, whatever. She was about it. She was like, okay, you can take me on a date, yada yada
Okay,
yada yada.
you can take me on a date. She said that.
No, she didn't say it like that, but we were just talking and she was down to go to the date.
Yeah.
So I bought her flowers and I went to her house and I hung out at her house, whatever, blah blah. Then I come back home, like we didn't talk for like a week. I think it was like a week. And we didn't talk for like a week, and then I saw her story, and on her story she posted her talking to some other dude, and he was like, hey, I just got out of the gym. Do you want me to bring you something to eat? And then she captioned it like, is this what true love is? And I swiped up and I was like, wow, like what are you doing? And then I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro. I was like, you're hoeing, bro. Like, I was like, you were just talking to me like a week ago. I went over.
About a week ago. Bro.
I went over to her house last week, and then next week she's texting a dude, posting on her story, whatever.
Posting on the story.
Yeah. Yes, bro, on her story. And she did that shit today too.
Today?
Yes.
You still following?
Yes. I talked to her like
how long ago was
2 days ago.
Wait, how long ago did she post a dude in the story?
The last time? The last time? The first time?
The true love moment, bro.
3 weeks ago? I think 3 weeks
Bro,
ago.
You should cut right then.
I mean, yeah, you should cut it right there.
Nah, bro, but it's alright. Yeah, you're right. You're right. But she had texted me.
I ain't got no damn bad moments.
Look. She had texted me like 3 days ago because her and her, I don't know, her man or her boyfriend were having problems. Anyways, whatever, bro.
What you feeling? The rebound, man?
No, you know how it is. She's having problems with her man, so she's texting me. But yeah, that's not. I don't think that's down bad because I didn't do anything after the fact that.
No, it's not down bad. That's just.
It could be worse.
It's just some whole shit. Like it was a week after, and she's posting that dude, and like I said, I swiped up and I literally put wow with a bunch of W's.
That's down bad to me. Like
wow.
Okay,
I said like, wow.
That's like texting somebody.
And I left her on red after.
That's like that middle school stuff. Like, oh, you gonna leave me on red? When's the last time you text somebody you gonna leave me on red? I feel like that's equivalent.
No, I left her on red after that.
No, it doesn't matter.
Wait, what is down bad to you?
I think when I think of down bad,
going out of your way to like try to attempt something or like try to achieve something with a girl. Mm-hmm. Achieve, that's a loose term. You can use the exchange of different words.
Because when I think of down bad, I think of some guy like texting a girl like 30 times and she didn't answer once.
That's
down bad.
That's down. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or like he's like begging her.
So
like,
what would you call that
please.
moment then? What would you call it then?
I don't know. I just think that's like an embarrassing. Like that's some whole shit.
This is embarrassing.
What's your most embarrassing moment with a girl?
That was my most recent one.
See a lot.
Maybe when I was younger.
Middle school me.
Man.
That's middle school me. I don't know why my parents made me get that fade. We not talking. So talk about what's name?
Who?
Volleyball. You know.
Oh. I mean, yeah, you can. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you're clowning me. Talk about you.
Right, I feel like that's my most like. That might be classified as down bad right there.
Okay, go ahead and explain it.
All right, man. So it was like the whole year. Like that was a
Alright, now
down.
first I'll rip.
Down by a
I'll
year.
rip a whole year.
Wait, what grade was that?
Seventh
Seventh grade,
grade.
8th grade. Yeah,
Nah,
seventh.
that's done
Not
bad,
eighth
bro.
grade.
That's already
Yeah,
done
seventh
bad,
grade.
bro. Go ahead, bro.
All right, wow. All right, Mr. Wow, man. I'm talking about, wow, you really gonna cheat on me?
Alright, but mine was a week. Yours is, I don't know. You said a year.
It's not even a week. It's not even a year. It was like off and on. She low-key, but low-key got played. Like, if I'm being honest, she was playing me.
See?
She was fine at the time. But we not gonna name names. But
Explain it though. What happened?
so I don't remember. I just remember it was a long time. I was trying to get that girl. I remember because homecoming was at the end, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I remember homecoming still trying, bro. Like, okay, so it all starts. The year starts off. It's in my English class. Everything always goes down on a Friday in my English class. Somehow, some way, I end up being in some shit. So we chilling, and then I was like, "Oh, bet it's her and this other girl. Like, we can call girl A, no, no, we can call her Tabitha,
Okay.
and then you got Jamie, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to talk to Tabitha. Tabitha, you know, she's a fairly popular girl. You know, everybody. It was like, let's be honest. At that time, she was probably out of my league. I was lame. I was a little lame, man. Walking around with this big old backpack because I thought I was trying to be a survivor guide. But I had everything. I had staplers in my backpack. I had a hole puncher in my backpack. I had 3 binders in 7th grade in my backpack. For what? What class do I need 3 binders for? But anyway, that's just to put into perspective, bro. She was up there. I was right there. Low key, if I had the game, I could have did it. It was. I had manual
Get to the
changes.
down bad moments.
So I remember texting her, and I remember texting something like "you cute" or something like that. Telling her like, "Oh," kind of talk to her. I was like, "Oh," in my head, I'm like, "I'm putting moves on this girl. Like this girl fine, but she messing with me now." She's like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, I put the laughing emoji, red, and then I put again. I put like, I don't remember exactly what I put. I think I put like, "What about me?" Da 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 da.
Yeah, bro.
She sent the laughing emoji, and she put like, "Oh, you handsome."
That's good, right?
Damn.
Instead of handsome,
She said, "Oh, like."
she's like, "Oh, you handsome too. Thank you." I mean, but like, she didn't say thank you, but she was like you welcome in a way, like
Damn.
that's what you wanted. Like,
Yeah.
congratulations, Living. Like,
Taking you a handout compliment,
No,
like hand me out, like, out of pity.
Yeah.
It was a pity, and I was like,
Dang.
young down that size guy. And I was like, low key, I was like, I got her. Like, she called me handsome and stuff. Like,
So you engaged it?
huh?
Yeah.
You engaged it?
What you mean engaged it?
Like the convo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He slid in her DMs.
I didn't slide in her DMs. We just talked like, but that's the thing though. I should have known back then. We didn't talk about nothing. We talked. He was asking me for answers. So like, I was like, I remember. I showed you. I was like, hey, look who my phone texted me. Cause you know, I like the Kick. It was on Kick too.
Oh,
So
man.
like, you got the text you.
That's a throwback.
I used to be like, I used to be on the game or something like that, and I just hear, and I was like, I see it, and then Tabitha typing. I was like, there go my shawty bit, dog. And I was like, I thought I was doing it. I thought it was like cashing over. And I'm being honest. I thought it was like I could put anybody if I want. I was like, that's a bad girl in school asking me for interest. Like, she ain't asking that nigga. But like, on a real note, and then later, like she just like, we eventually started talking about other stuff, but nothing deep. She would talk like I was entertaining her. Like her boyfriend's away, or when she wanted to talk to somebody and like somebody else can't talk, I'll turn next one. I was just one of her hoes, to be honest. And I was like, at my mindset, I was like, I'm moving up the rank. At first, I wasn't. Now I am.
Bro.
I'm moving up the ranks in this. And then like I'm like, all right, bet. And I just remember like as you get on, we became friends in a way, but it wasn't like nothing close. Like we didn't talk about nothing close except like maybe her problems with her boyfriend in a way. But it wasn't like on some you next up. It was on some come listen to me rant. All right, gone. Like I'm gone. And she asked me how my day was. Nothing. I was like, oh, how your day is? Good. And then going into the way, it was just like all her. It was none of
That
me.
was a one-sided conversation.
One-sided. She was responding. We wasn't talking.
She was just giving you a response.
She was responding. But in my head, I'm like,
you pulling.
I'm pulling. Like, she in my phone. Like, I gotta say that as Tabitha, heart emoji, heart eyes. I'm probably in. Michael. What are we talking about?
Michael Newman.
Michael Newman. Michael N. No capital N, no capital M.
So you were just one of her hoes, basically?
Basically, bro.
Damn.
And then I tried to ask her out on multiple occasions. I think I asked her out like
multiple
4 times.
And you ever just
that's down bad.
That's
down bad.
Because hold on, whoa. To defend myself,
ain't no defending. 4 times,
Mr. Wow. I was in 7th grade. You were what? This is a week ago.
But
this is a week ago. This is a week ago. This is what, 4 years ago? 5 years ago?
I did not ask her out 4 times though. Continue though.
She tell you walk in, it's like, you really gonna fuck that nigga? They're like, what do you mean? No, it's time to go. It's nowhere quite. It's like, oh, for sure. If I walk in, I see my girl cheating, I'm gonna want to swing. Not necessarily on her. But not necessarily on her, but like this, and I'm like, it's not worth it. He didn't do it.
If you walk in,
I'm not. If my girl's cheating with somebody, even if he know me low key, I don't like. If he know me, that's the issue. But if he knew she had a boyfriend, I'm not too mad. Not gonna at him, because okay,
it's her fault.
It's her fault.
Yeah.
It's like it's her fault for being tempted.
What's your most damn bad moment?
Don't lie. I know something.
No. Oh, really?
I know something.
Really? I don't even remember now.
Oh, now you don't remember.
What was it?
Alright, Ruben. No, I'm not giving you.
I already told you mine.
I don't remember.
No, I'm saying, alright, Ruben. I just in a way like.
Oh no, I don't remember mine.
Bro. Alright.
Was it in middle school?
Probably with Tabitha too.
Oh, it probably was.
But he
the same Tabitha?
Yeah.
Wait, y'all were messing with the same girl?
Not at the same time.
You were preceding him? Before
after?
I don't remember. Was it after?
After. Well, okay, so like my timeline, boom. Probably about like this. We overlapped.
but I dated Tabitha.
Yeah, he got the date time.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Okay, I didn't fuck with you. I was like, bro, really? You gonna take my girl?
Yeah.
I was like,
oh man.
But then,
and I was somebody else's girl. It was weird.
You gotta give an old boy name now. You gonna give him Tyreek? That was Tyreek and Tabitha.
Yeah.
He was dating, and like, did she cheat? Did Tabitha cheat on Tyreek? They broke up.
Kind of.
It was like on the break
I
or
asked
something.
Tyreek. No, they were dating. I asked Tyreek one day. I was like, "Can I have Tabitha's number? I mean, her kick." And then he gave me her kick, and he was like, "Bro, if you trying anything, we gonna have a problem." I was like, "Okay." So we just started texting over time.
Damn.
You know, when he was busy, I would text her.
Damn.
And then whenever they started having problems and they broke up, then me and her started talking all the time.
He was the boy best friend.
He set himself up, bro.
Yeah.
That Tyreek gave you her kick.
But me and Tyreek, we were like best friends.
Oh, we was like,
yeah,
you a hoe.
Yeah, but I didn't realize that at the time.
No, it's too late for that.
I know, yeah, I thought it was cool. I didn't really think I was doing
You thought it was cool?
Yeah, because they broke up. I didn't try anything until they broke up.
There's been like 2 or 3 girls that was like really considered dating. That was like, some people I fuck with ex. I can put no names out there. But
that's bro code though. You can't.
Yeah,
that's
but at the time I didn't.
Everything else, like, but the thing is, I think one of the girls I liked first, and then I put my homeboy onto the girl in a way of like, on some like weak little no game shit. Like, oh, y'all cute. For her to say no, so I can feel better. So I can like, oh, that can go good now. Or like, okay, I should just like.
So what was the down bad moment though? What was the moment in that was down bad?
Was there a down bad moment? I really don't even know.
The situation's just kind of down bad.
Yeah, the situation is not. It's not a good situation.
But
it's embarrassing.
No, it's up for him.
Yeah,
it's for me.
Yeah,
for you now it's double down bad.
How's it double down bad on me now?
Because he took your girl, bro.
He didn't take my girl.
And you never ever got the girl.
I don't pause.
Yeah.
Low key, if anybody has some hoe shit, it's definitely you.
Me?
How you gonna date the girl I like and then date your homeboy and then date Tyreek? So you find the guy to this?
Oh man, yeah, you right.
I can depend.
Oh man,
you right.
Oh man,
that's funny, bro.
You L man, bro.
Yeah, back in 7th grade though, that was the 7th.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, he grew.
I'm not like that no
He
more.
grew.
Let me watch this.
What about you?
Hey, you better not ask my girl for Instagram.
You're not getting away with it.
For me, personally, I really don't go after a female unless I know they already like me. So I don't make. I really don't make. I don't really make first moves. But I do remember probably my first ever girl that I liked.
Nice to meet you, Casanova.
The first ever girl I liked, I had just moved to Duncanville. It was my first grade year, and I moved in that class, and I knew I liked this girl. Like I had a big crush on her for sure. And she was Asian, so I was like, I was doing whatever I could to talk to her, and for some reason we had like a show and tell one day, and people brought their own stuff, but her parents had came and brought shrimp chips from China or something. Shrimp chips. They were like fried shrimp chips. I don't know what they were, but
yeah.
but nobody liked them at all. Like the class was like not into it, and I was trying to show out. So I got that bag and hump, and I ate like damn near the whole bag by myself just to impress her, bro. I went home and I threw all of it up, bro. That thing made me so sick, and I did it on the name tag back her, and bro, I liked her from like first grade all the way to like 6th or 7th grade. I liked her for a long time, and I never bagged her.
Did she even notice?
What's the name? What's the code name?
No, I'm not. The name's not necessary, but what's it called? I was low key a little devastated my first grade year.
Did she notice?
She didn't. I think I brought it up in 4th grade, but nothing came of it.
So she didn't notice.
No, she knew probably in 4th grade maybe.
So you ate the chips for no reason.
What?
You ate all
I ate them chips for no reason. But I was in 1st grade and I was down
like,
bad. I guess.
Are you okay?
No, I didn't. I wasn't sick there, but her parents were like, "Wow!" Like her parents were feeling it.
I'm gonna give you 2 more bags.
Yeah, her parents were feeling, or she was feeling. I can't remember how it went, but she definitely noticed I ate them chips because I don't know. But
she goes to high school,
bro. Quit asking all these questions.
Bro, why are you being fed, bro?
Oh no, bro.
Federal.
It's just but that was probably my most down bad movie. Eating them shrimp chips, bro. Eating them shrimp chips.
Trying to get him caught up, bro. That's fed.
No, but
she's
moving federal now.
No.
She didn't
don't tell the tennis on. You still ill man. So I didn't know you did that. I didn't know a story like that.
Oh really?
I thought they would been gone. Yeah.
That's how it started.
What's the craziest thing y'all seen at the high school?
At the high school? Oh man.
Oh wait.
I know mine.
In high school?
Yeah.
In high school.
Yeah, for you in high school.
I seen a couple of things.
I got
3.
Oh really?
I got 3.
Bro, some crazy shit went down in Duncanville, bro.
Man.
What's the okay? I'm gonna add for one of them. I'm gonna add like what's the craziest thing that's happened to you in high school in a way.
Oh, I know for me, the craziest thing I ever did was what was the most embarrassing too. I threw up all over the middle of the hallway, bro. It was
that was you?
Bad.
Wait,
no. So
on the freshman side?
No,
okay.
It was my sophomore year, and it was literally. I think that was my last day of my sophomore year because it was like I think it was a Thursday, and then the next week was spring break, and then we never went back to school until junior year. Yeah. So it was like 2 years. 2 days before we were off the break, and bro, I was just feeling sick, and I was telling my teacher, bro, I gotta go to the restroom, let me out, and she was not letting me do it until
what teacher?
I forgot her name. It was chemistry though, and she would not let me get out that class.
What?
Oh no. I forgot her name.
It's not bad, bro.
Fed.
Who looking for these teachers? Who looking for these people?
No,
bro?
but she was like, you have to do your moles worksheet, whatever. I was like, get me out this class. I got my backpack on. I was going, bro, right in front of like, upstairs. Upstairs where like the collegiate doors are in that restroom. I was trying to get to that restroom, and I just threw up right there before it. I threw up everywhere.
On the second floor.
And then I told the custodian, and I was like, bro, go for the day. And then
Bro, if I was I would have handed you a mop.
And then I left the school. And then I left the school, and bro, I was for sure I had COVID. Like I thought I was like the first case, bro. I thought I was gonna get everybody infected. I wasn't, but that was the most embarrassing moment, and especially because this one dude I knew, he started recording me, bro. He started recording me throwing up. He was like, oh man, he nasty. He was like, he got corona. He got corona.
Bro, I would have fucked it.
Because nobody was really calling it COVID. Everybody was calling it corona. He's like, he got corona. He got corona.
I started counting days, talking about corona break. Bro, he was gone for so long.
But yeah, that was my most craziest moment to me personally.
Bro, let me tell you how my craziest, bro. One I didn't see in person, the other one I did. So one that I saw in person was, it was in the morning. I was walking from the band hall, because we always went to go put our instruments up in the band hall. I was walking from the band hall to the big side, and my first period class was... It was Ms. Whitfield. It was pharmacology, and she was on the big side, upstairs, above like the special ed class, like above the special ed class, like the hallway. So I always take the back stairs that are like the hallways right here. The stairs are going up to my class.
Yeah.
So I always take the back stairs. I was going up the stairs, and I was like walking down the hallway. And I was like, why does this smell like shit? And I was walking through the stairs, and I look up, and there was shit smeared all on the walls, on the stairs, on the floor. It was everywhere, bro. And then I remember specifically, like, they called a custodian over because everybody was walking around like, what the fuck is going on? And like you could hear the special ed kid running down the hall like making noises. Yeah. He was like making noises, and I guess he was just, I don't know what happened, but they called the custodian. I remember the custodian came over, and it was two of them. It was a male and a female, and they looked up. And they saw the shit smeared all over the walls, and they just turned around. They didn't even clean it. I went to class. I walked out of class, and it was still there. No one cleaned it. So that's one crazy moment. And the second one was, I saw a video of these students just fucking in the hallway. I don't know if y'all seen that video. It was literally just them fucking in the hallway.
Oh my goodness! Another crazy moment is when my homeboy Sergio. And my homeboy James,
that's
bro.
Fed, bro.
No, my homeboy Sergio.
That's kind of fed, though.
That's fed. You gave up bro long, and then you told me he down bad moment.
No, not a damn bad moment. He was like, he texted me. It was my senior year. I was chilling. He was like, bro, there's no way. I was like, what you mean? And then he sent me a picture, but I couldn't see the picture because we were in class. The internet sucked ass, bro. So I was like, bro, like, what did he send me? It was probably like some video game shit or whatever. Mm-hmm. Bro, he sent me a picture, and it was these two kids, like, bro, this kid, like, he was, like, you know what was happening, in the middle of the cafeteria, bro.
What?
Bro, like.
Wait, what you mean? Did you stand up?
No, he was sitting down, and his girl was leaning across him, giving him, you know what.
It was on the brick wall?
By the brick wall. You know what I'm talking about?
That's the area.
That's an area.
What you mean that's an area?
Listen, hold on. Whoa,
what you mean?
The thing going on?
Yes, bro.
He was. Listen, I've never seen the video, but I can guarantee this is how he was set up. Nigga was against the wall. Nigga was against the wall, and his girl was on his left, and like the rest of the cafeteria was this way, and that.
I'm just trying to.
That boy already had it planned out in his head before.
Man.
So the cafeteria to his left.
So like the walls, like the.
Basically,
on the second
he was
level.
against the wall, and she was just leaning across. Nobody was sitting in front of them, whatever. She was just doing her thing, and I was like, bro,
doing her thing.
Bro, that's crazy.
There's no way, bro.
In the middle of the cafeteria.
Did nobody notice? What?
No, but Sergio and my homeboy did.
It's 1,000. It's like 1,000 kids in the cafeteria.
Shout out to Sergio. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Shout out to Sergio.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Sergio.
Happy birthday.
What about you? What high school did you go to?
Our high school.
You go to our high school.
I went to Duncanville first, and then I transferred.
Oh, okay.
Like, GP, yeah.
Stop. The craziest thing. Oh, it was like, what year was it? I think it was junior year. I don't know. But I was walking in the hallway. I had my headphones in. And then it's like them secret doors right between the library and the cafeteria. Y'all know them doors?
Oh, yeah. The one going to the back?
Yeah. I'm walking over there. And somebody bumps into me. Like somebody.
Oh, freshman year?
No. I don't know when.
Wait, your high school or our high school?
Duncanville.
Okay, yeah.
Somebody just runs. Somebody runs into me, and they fall. It's a girl. She run and she fall on the floor, and like she looking crazy. And I got my AirPods in, and they loud. I pull it out, and I'm like, "What's wrong with you?" And she's like, they shooting.
Oh,
And
I used to watch the
I turn around.
It's a wave of kids.
Running. And I'm like, what?
Oh.
And they're like, bro, there's shooting. It's a school shooting.
Bro.
So I run out the doors. Everybody, they don't even know what's going on. I'm like, bro, they shooting. Everybody looking.
So you the one that was running. You're the one.
But they didn't believe me.
Yeah.
And
Nah,
until
they
they seen behind me, everybody running. So I'm like, oh, it must be a school shooting.
No.
Yeah, bro.
So we all run over there, and they're like, "Where do we go? Where do we go?" And I'm like,
That
"Bro,
was
just
Corona
go
year,
outside."
right?
I don't know. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it was
That was sophomore year.
That was
me,
my
bro,
junior year.
I was walking.
That was
listen,
not
I was
junior,
walking
no,
up
my
Main
sophomore
Street.
year.
I was walking up Main Street, and like all of them are facing this way. Like I get to like the
I
top
don't know what it was.
when he dropped the firework, bro,
Mm.
and I just see like a tsunami of kids. I was like,
Oh,
I'm
so
about
you
to
saw
die.
it?
Like I saw it hit the ground. I was like, what is that? Because like, I'm close right here. So like low key, he's no farther than my bed in my room right there.
Damn.
Like you probably haven't seen it, but like he's no farther than my bed. I see it hit the ground, and I just hear, bah, and I see people look, and I see people run, and I just remember turning around, going all the way back down Main Street towards Mr. Kane Hall, and like
It was near the entrance, right?
Which one?
Like
No, it
near
was
the
by the
fish
I
bowl?
hallway.
no, it was by
The I
the
hallway.
I hall at the top, like the
Yeah.
Oh,
like
really?
by Performing Hearts and
I wasn't even there at school that day either.
It was like right.
Oh.
It was like, so you know J Hall, the little secret passway that goes all the way up there.
Mhm.
It was like up there, like up the hill in a way.
Mm.
So it was an auto up there. He drops it, bro. What made me mad is, bro, as I turned back to look at the mass of kids running, our loyal security guards are running right next to me. Stop this madness! Go do something, bro. Like people think it's
They
gunshots.
ain't their pay
Bro,
rate,
what was
bro.
it? Fireworks?
It was a firecracker that went pow 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 pow.
They just guards,
people
bro. That's
just-
their
They Nike
student body,
guards,
not
bro.
no.
Yeah, they don't have guns around.
Bro,
They got tasers.
what the fuck do you think a
Low
taser
key,
do
if
to a gun,
I'm
bro?
being honest, bro. Listen,
They
I'm
ain't sign up
a
for
big
that shit.
nigga. I know. I guarantee you, I can take 2 shots, bro.
No,
I'm taking
what
two.
the fuck?
I'm taking 2. Bow, bow. I'm promise you, I'm taking 2 shots.
Bro, you're not, bro. You're not.
That's
Iron-
not
how it
You're
works.
not.
So you get
Superman
shot
or
in your
bro.
head, you think you take another shot?
He ain't got aim like that. This is not Call of Duty, bro. No,
You think you could take 2 gunshots from what gun?
send a pistol. A pistol, of
Pistol.
course.
So if I
He
shoot
gotta-
your ass right now 2 times, you'll be like,
Where?
I'm
Where?
Here, I go right here,
No.
like in
Nah.
the gut.
That's the
you're
worst
gone.
part.
You're gone.
I'm
bro.
taking. Listen, one in the leg, one in the gut. I'm promise.
Bro, in the gut, bro. You don't want to get
Dude,
shot.
you
in the-
don't want to get shot.
If you have internal
Listen,
bleeding, you're screwed, bro.
Listen. With that adrenaline going, you know,
You might survive in the moment, but it's
In
gonna
a-
catch up to your ass later, bro.
later. But by that time, I'm already talking to the police. Like, hey, I got shot twice. Get me to the hospital.
Bro, if you internally
Listen, I'm not talking about. I'm taking it like I'm just gonna be like. I'm gonna get hit, and I'm gonna be like, that mother hurt, but not gonna be sad. They're like, not listen, low key. It depends how close he is. If he's at my
Nah,
bed,
my ass
He's
is
on
not
my
getting
bench, he
shot,
gets that
bro.
two.
If I get shot, I'm
he
gonna
gets that
try to
five.
survive, but
Now he got a switch on it, or boy,
nah, you're as
man.
confident you taking shots,
Hey,
bro.
man.
I ain't confident taking nothing, bro. I'm counting my blessings and running.
what made me think I can take this shot?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm
take
what-
it.
People way bigger than you get shot, and they die.
They ain't me.
Bro.
What the fuck
I
you doing,
promise you, bro. I promise you, y'all playing. Like, I'm
Bro,
taking
just because you
two
mentally
shots.
strong doesn't mean your body gonna physically be there, bro. If you internally bleeding,
I mean, you're gonna die.
Yes, bro. You 100 pounds, you
gonna
300
die,
pounds.
man.
Hey, bro.
You're not. If you get shot and you internally bleeding, you more than likely screwed, bro.
Listen,
Mental
that's,
or not.
that's the average nigga.
Bro,
You're
you're
Bro,
not. You're
I'm-
not 50
no.
Cent, bro.
Bro, I'm a super. Nigga, it's runs in the veins, nigga. I'm a super nigga,
That
bro.
boy thought he was TJ, boy. You ain't TJ,
You're not
boy.
50 Cent, bro.
Man, listen, he gonna shoot me. Man.
You're not 50 Cent, bro.
Wish death on me. I'm walking up there. I'm walking up, bro.
Nah,
Just
man.
taking a pistol, bro. He ain't doing nothing about it.
I don't know about that one.
What about 3 shots?
3 shots.
Dead as
It's
hell.
gonna slow me. It's
Dead
gonna
as
slow
So
hell.
the
me
third
down.
shot is
Listen, it's gonna
is
slow
that
me
third
down.
shot is what does it, not the second one or the first one,
Listen, 6 shots, bro.
bro.
Bro, shoot
T.I.
you.
Let's completely shift the conversation, and I think to close it all off. All right.
Yeah.
If you could change one aspect of your life right this second, what would it be and why? Like, for example, me, I would change my I'm saying if you could change an aspect of your life, mine would be my probably physical health. Like, I would want to be more fit and get more into shape.
You could do that right now.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. If I could do it on the command, I would do it right now. I wouldn't wish financial stability. I would want to go and do it myself.
I
I want the struggle. I think that's part of gaining respect. I mean, if you have daddy's money, you ain't gonna be respectful or respected. But
Nobody's gonna know where money coming from.
If you got it yourself,
okay, that's a good one. Honestly, I'll probably be taller.
Taller?
Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'10". I'm a 5'11".
But
So you would do that only for your NFL dreams?
Yeah.
I mean, you can still be. I mean, there's some badass linebackers out there that are shorter than you.
Yeah. But
everybody
like taller players, so I'll be.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I don't know, bro. Let me think. Does it have to be something physical about myself?
No, it could be any aspect, your influence.
Well, besides being rich, I don't know. Probably just have like a person I can see as my wife already. Already got a wife in line.
Sure.
Okay.
Basically, I think that's what I think.
That's
a good one.
What would I say?
Like just settle down with somebody.
And we obviously I feel like it's not many things that wishing outside financially is really going for. Like, not to diss what you're saying. Like, I understand what you're talking about. When you're talking about you want to be like physically more health, but I feel like that's something you can achieve without having this. Like, if you can do it on command, okay, yes, like having to be able to switch it on and off, I guess more. But like, you got like one wish, you gonna like waste it on being physically healthy. That's something you can do already. Like financially, you can't just say, "Oh, I want $1 billion." That's not guaranteed.
Technically, you can. You can just say, "I'm gonna start working to get rich."
But he said instantly, and having like you said it in the way of like being able to do it on command. You can't command $1 billion off rip about that.
I see what you're saying though. I see what you're saying.
We all get what you're saying, bro. But
come on, like you're talking about like instant, like instant money type.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm talking about. But anyway.
So you would change financially.
I mean, we all know. I don't think anyone here would ever put down instant $1 billion though.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All
right. Another thing then. Something else besides money. A wife, like just instantly, like
I might go with like the wife thing, cause that's some solid for me. Like the best.
But y'all can find that though. You can find a wife.
I'm talking about like
it's hard though.
On command,
and it takes time.
Yeah, you're right.
Like you gotta go through a lot of different people,
especially nowadays. I feel like girls nowadays they just.
I mean, listen, that's the thing though.
Bro.
Like to say you find your wife, like no, God forbid anything happened between y'all, but you don't listen, but you don't know for sure 100%. But like having that
for sure 100%.
That's what I'm saying. But having that for sure 100%, that's like something you can always rely on.
Yeah, like I'm good.
Like that's like God making a promise and you like relying on God because you know God's gonna keep His promise in the way. That's what it is.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. With that all being said, we appreciate y'all coming out. It's been an interesting first edition of this podcast and hopefully many more. If you enjoy what you're seeing and you like everything, you can stay tuned. We're going to have some good productions coming out with more guests, same guests, and we're hoping to grow as a platform and as a aspiring young buck.
Young buck. I'm a full-blown elk. Anything you want to say to the people?
Keep God first.
What's your final words?
I appreciate y'all for listening. That's it.
Me too. Appreciate y'all for listening. Keep on the lookout.
Yeah.
The boy said.
We do it for us and for y'all. I mean, we want y'all to take any advice we could give y'all. And if you have anything in the comments you want to chime in on, I'll go read them. I mean,
definitely. Right. Questions out loud. You can read your comments easily.
Yeah, we can read your comments. If y'all have a question y'all want to hear us discuss, but not partaking in yourself, just comment it down below, and we'll bring it into discussion with our next set of people we have in here.
Definitely. With that being said, Let's Talk Life podcast is out.